Hey folks, in this video I want to show you how I converted the piece of rectangle on the left into a curved shape on the right hand side with no wastage. There are a lot of videos on YouTube which actually shows you how to do it, but the way that this one differs from the others is that everybody else is using a bandsaw. I do not have a bandsaw, so I've attempted doing this with a jigsaw. So in this video I'm going to show you the step by step of how I went about doing this with a jigsaw. The first thing I'm doing is taking my 4x4 piece of wood and using my table saw to slice out the small thin pieces from each side so that all the curved edges are removed. That way I'm left with this kind of a sharp kind of cornered piece, which is essential first step to starting this project. Next I'm just marking a line and tracing a curve on the piece of wood, and this is what I'm going to be using to cut out with my jigsaw. I'm using a 5¼ inch jigsaw blade for this cut. Next, I'm taking the two pieces that have been cut, joining them together, putting pieces of painter's tape on them, and turning it around by 90 degrees, and then marking the same kind of a pattern that I marked previously. Now I'll cut this out again with a jigsaw, and what this will lead to is now 4 pieces of wood cut at different shapes. Previously you had 2. Now at the end of this you will have 4 pieces. I'm going to split out each of these 4 pieces and just swap it around, right? So that you're making this where you're taking the piece that has been cut and moving it to the left hand side. This way, when you join these 2 pieces together, you end up with the curved shape that I had previously shown. The next step involves gluing all of these pieces. So I'm first taking the 2 pieces that are cut, gluing them, doing the same with the other 2 pieces, and then once both of them have dried, I'm then going to bring them all together and glue them together. That will result in the shape that you finally see. So once you fully spread the glue around, join them together, clamp them, and that will result in your final piece. I then proceeded with sanding with first an 80 grit, then a 120 grit and the 220 grit sandpaper. And finally, after filling up all the holes and sanding, this is the end result.